Soup's on, and Bernie Sanders will be there too. Story County Democrats will feature the Vermont independent senator. Maybe he's a presidential candidate as well. Sanders will be there for the Story County Democrats Soup Supper. That'll be Saturday, February the 21st. And Sue's group, ICANN, they will also have him here the day before. So it's kind of a twofer with him. What is happening with him? He's intriguing here. First off, he's not a Democrat.
Correct.
So if he wants to run in the caucuses, he's probably going to have to become a Democrat, which would be something he's not been in his decades of history out there in Vermont.
That's right. He is the longest serving independent senator. And with Iowa Citizen Action Network, we believe in uniting people around progressive issues and values. And when you think of that, I mean, Senator Sanders fits right in. And we were really excited that he said he'd come and help us celebrate ICANN's 35th anniversary. So we're having him Friday, February 20th at the Johnston Lions Club, and we're really excited to hear his message. I've heard him speak several times, and he really hits all the messages.
All right, you didn't just come to the party yesterday. You follow this stuff for a while. What's your take on him? Do you think, is he using this opportunity to come to our state? Is it to get a message out, to focus on things that he's afraid your party's not talking enough about? Or do you think he's serious about running? What's your take?
I think both. I think he truly cares about our country. And he has been in the Senate a long time. He's been around all of these issues. And he has great ideas on what needs to be done to move our country in the direction that we believe it needs to move in.
When you were talking, you used the word progressive. Is Hillary Clinton a progressive?
I would not. She has some progressive views. I don't know that I would call her a real liberal progressive person. I think she's pragmatic. You know, she's been around the block a few times, and she's a brilliant woman and a good politician, so we'll see what happens.
Isn't that kind of the rub with some on the Democratic side right now? We've heard, especially the last half dozen years, about the split on the Republican side, especially when it comes to social issues. But on the Democratic side, we don't hear it, frankly, as much. But in this campaign, when we're hearing about Hillary Clinton, it does seem like we're hearing from some Democrats who just aren't sure if, now that she's a gazillionaire, with all of her success and everything that she and her husband have done, that she just might not be in touch with the regular Joes and Joannes out there. I mean, is that a legitimate concern?
I think it's a concern. I don't know that it's legitimate. I truly believe that if she is the candidate and is the president, she will have her finger on the pulse of America. She's not so far up in the ivory tower that she won't know what's going on with all of us and work to make this a better nation.
But you follow this stuff. She will have to run, if we do, whether it's Senator Sanders or whether it's Jim Webb or Martin O'Malley, if it's somehow we get a competitive caucus campaign, she will have to be different in 16 than she was in 8, in the sense that she will have to be more accessible to everyone, correct? I mean, what do you want to see, regardless of whether she's nominated? What do you want to see? What should she be doing?
Well, I think
and more of.
In Iowa, she needs to be here, and and I don't know how.
But she won't be if there's no campaign, right?
Right.
If she didn't really have a tough competitor.
Right, and I think it's important that there are competitors. I think no matter who the nominee ends up being, it's part of our process to have a choice, and we don't just anoint a leader. And so I hate to see that happen. And as far as her campaign, she needs to be with people and listening and hearing from that, not from political advisors.
Is it unfair that I haven't mentioned the word Joe Biden yet?
I don't know. I don't know if the vice president will be running or not. Joe Biden is,
I mean, it is weird. He is the sitting vice president, two-term. He's run twice before, and he's hardly ever mentioned.
But we haven't really heard hints from him either.
Sure.
We haven't. I haven't seen any signs that he's thinking of running.
And some Iowans would probably know if he's thinking hard about it.
Well, you would think so. I would think he'd be giving me a call.
I would think he would. Sue Dinsdale, thank you very much.
Appreciate
the time this morning. Democrats did not have a lot of luck last year in the governor's race or that 1st District congressional race. When we come back, Monica Vernon was part of both those races. Well, now she is already back into the 1st District race again. We'll talk to her about that next.